I don't know what the female gamete was there.
Where did the egg come from?
I don't know.
Spoiler alert, men are human. Learned it here first. Is it vain to be beautiful? Is it wrong to flirt? Why does a woman's desirability still feel like it's up for public vote? It's our final segment in our series on Greek goddesses, and we're talking about Aphrodite, the goddess of love, beauty, and we're covering all the topics that women in the Catholic Church are not supposed to talk about in polite company.
That's right.
This is A Catholic Every Woman. I'm Anna Sutton.
And I'm Jane Spencer. All right, let's get into Aphrodite's story, her mythology a little bit. She is the goddess of love, beauty, desire, sexual union, fertility, and seduction. So it's going to be a wild ride. Starting with her violent birth from the sea. The god Uranus's severed genitals were cast into the ocean and out sprung Aphrodite as a full-grown woman.
Wait, so is she the daughter of the sea and severed genitals?
I don't know what the female gamete was there.
Where did the egg come from?
I don't know. But what I do know is I saw Botticelli's Birth of Venus. So Venus is the Roman corollary. So in Florence in a museum on our honeymoon, Connor was like, the Birth of Venus is being exposed at this museum by Botticelli. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
That would be cool.
So we went and this painting was huge. It was probably like 6 feet tall by 9 feet long. And it's Botticelli. So I love how he represents women as like real people with flesh on their bones, right? Mm-hmm. Not super chubby like Renaissance, but still like you could imagine that being a real woman.
Yes.
And
she's like born out of it's like a pearl essentially. Like she's born out of an oyster, right? Or that's the painting. There's
like a seashell that she's standing in and there's a lot of wind coming. So she was like brought to the shore by the winds. And she, you know, you might think of Aphrodite as more of like a Salome type, but she was like born and like standing in a very like pure, innocent way. So she is naked, obviously, as one is when they're born. She has really long hair and she's just really simple and really, really beautiful. So if you're ever in Florence, check it out.
If it's exposed, it's not always exposed.
Yeah, apparently not. But anyway, she had no childhood, poor thing, just born a full-grown woman and married off to Hephaestus, which was the lame smith god. This was an arranged.
Who married her off?
I'm not sure. I mean, I think her parents, it was an arranged marriage and she refused contentment there. I mean, can you imagine being the goddess of beauty, obviously a 10, and then married off to a lame god? I mean, I imagine his personality was lame too. Yeah,
but what's so interesting is that even as the goddess of beauty, she still felt the need to like compete to be labeled the most beautiful.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's so like her vanity wasn't satiated.
Yeah, exactly. Like, like no matter how beautiful you are, you still wonder if you're beautiful enough or more beautiful. Even when you're literally the goddess of beauty.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, right? Mm-hmm. Just constantly needing more and more validation. Okay. So Aphrodite is out of his league and she cheats and has an affair with Ares, a different god. They're caught in a net by Hephaestus and humiliated. So some of Aphrodite's problems is that she has like wild vanity. She's jealous. She didn't, think about marriage and sickness and in health. I mean, if her husband was lame, like physically lame, that's like a sickness. So she wasn't faithful to that. And yeah, she does enter a beauty contest, which sort of started the Trojan War because with Hera and Demeter, she was arguing with them about who was the most beautiful. And so she manipulated Paris of Troy to...
AKA Orlando Bloom.
Oh, I haven't seen Troy.
What?
Was it awesome? Was it great?
I mean, I mostly remember Orlando Bloom. He's awesome and great. It was a long time ago. Like, this came out... This was like right... Because Orlando did... Lord of the Rings, then he was Pirates of the Caribbean, and then he did Helen of Troy. It was like his next hot movie. So you're really out of date.
I really am. I'm not.
Brad Pitt was also in it as Achilles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Aphrodite had a hand in that, and she competed her way into winning this beauty contest by manipulating a human man to tell her that she's the most beautiful, and then she promised him the most beautiful woman on earth, who was Helen, Queen Helen.
So it's funny because usually Helen is attributed as the reason the Trojan War started.
Well, Paris stole her, but it was Aphrodite's fault because she said, I'll give you her.
Gotcha.
And then my understanding is there was yet another golden apple. And so during the time that Helen possessed this golden apple, she was kind of in like a trance to be with Paris. Was this in the movie?
Like I said, it was a long time ago.
Okay. But yeah.
But yes.
So Aphrodite, vain, jealous, typical Greek goddess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. But her virtues, delight, embodiment, the goodness of beauty, and ordered love. I mean, that's the really interesting thing about beauty is it's obviously a goodness. Mm-hmm. It's from God.
Yeah.
But much like sex, which is good and from God, mm-hmm. it causes it wreaks havoc in our world. Like it is the thing that Satan, Satan was the most beautiful angel.
Yeah.
And he then fell. So it's whatever is this highest good becomes the darkest evil.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. When vanity is disordered, when beauty is disordered, pride gets involved. And yeah, you're right. The highest angel became the lowest demon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
so
also the highest demon, but yeah.
Yeah. However you choose to look at it.
Whichever direction you go in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But beauty and flirtation and romance and love, these are all good, wonderful things. There's a reason humans are so deeply drawn to them. And biblically, we see that they're good, wonderful things.
Oh, every single biblical woman that we've talked about, the Bible always says how beautiful she was.
Except Leah.
Oh, Leah.
Bless her heart.
Bless her heart. And these women weren't ashamed of their beauty. They leaned into it. They were like, I'm going to get dressed up, bejeweled. Let's go. Yeah. I'm going to use all of this to my advantage and ultimately for the glory of God or Israel. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about the Song of Songs, which is the most romantic book ever.
Yes. And full of inappropriate language. It's not inappropriate, but Song of Songs 1:1, let him kiss me with the kiss of his mouth, for thy breasts are better than wine.
Amen. That's great.
Behold, thou art fair. This is 1:14. My love, behold, thou art fair. Thy eyes are dove's eyes. I don't think of dove's eyes as being that. Hera, was it Hera who was the symbol as a cow because they said she had cow's eyes? Nobody wants beady little bird eyes. Give me cow eyes. Dove's eyes are not you don't look at a dove and you're like, check out those eyes.
Right. No, when I think of a dove, I think gentleness. Pure white. Yeah, mostly gentleness.
Kind of strange, yeah.
Set me as a seal upon thy heart, as a seal upon thy arm, for love is as strong as death.
And the next part of that verse, jealousy is as enduring as the grave.
Seal upon thy arm, is that an allegory for tattoo?
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. The Bible has many interpretations.
I know. Well, okay, so this is interesting because I remember the first time I heard Song of Songs preached was when I was in college. And he very much, our college group leader, preached it as everyone needs to be getting married. He was fed up with this sort of dancing around the purity culture, he was like, you guys need to date, start dating. And so he's like, I'm doing a sermon series on the Song of Solomon because we were all very restrained. It was a super traditional college group.
Yeah.
And he aggressively preached the Song of Solomon, telling people listen, it's fine to be attracted to people. It's fine to be dating. Get out there and do that. And you know what? That's when I met Andy.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a retreat on this a couple of years ago. Our priest was talking about, he opened retreat with, let him kiss me with the kiss of his mouth. And he was saying there's 3 kisses, basically. The kiss of the foot, like Mary Magdalene, the kiss of the hand, and then the kiss of the mouth as talking about the 3 ways of the spiritual life, purgative, illuminative, and unitive. Our final union with the beloved is the kiss of the mouth of
when we take the Eucharist?
Not exactly. It was like the spiritual life in general. Like, what does it
interesting.
mean to be united to God? Like to have really reached kind of sainthood. And it's
Yeah.
So he was using that and using a lot of St. John of the Cross to talk about the intimacy we have with God and that it is the greatest good.
Yeah, you know, the saints, when they talk about Christ and their relationship with God, it's like a bit uncomfortable sometimes. You're like, whoa, this is really, like, you feel like you're seeing something you shouldn't see, like you would in a marriage if somebody...
Yeah, I think like the spiritual life is intimate. And so it can feel a little bit, I don't know, kind of shaky if we're like talking about the intimacy of our soul, or hearing about it from the saints. Like St. Catherine of Siena had a spiritual betrothal. Like Jesus gave her a ring. You know, I forget what saint like drank from the wound in his side.
Ugh.
Like that's
just unsanitary.
Well, I mean, but like you see what I'm saying? It's
very intimate.
Yeah, spirituality is very intimate. And I think that's why we have like spiritual directors and why our spiritual life, our interior life is so precious. Yeah.
But what we're talking about is a little more shallow than that, because we are talking about physical beauty and flirtation and romance, which is so lost in our culture.
Go. Yeah.
Okay, so is it vain to be beautiful? Is it vain to want to be beautiful is the appropriate question.
I think vanity is when you have like an insatiable need for validation, right? Like vanity to me holds comparison somewhere, or it holds like vanity is not self-possessed. I think beauty can be self-possessed, but vanity is like, oh, hey, how do I look? Am I good enough? Am I fun enough? Like needing validation, needing the likes on social media or...
Yeah, I think of vanity as like a constant preoccupation with yourself. Like I have a frustration in the very conservative Christian culture where people say like, oh, don't be vain, don't be vain. But I'm like, if you like do something, like if you're insecure, okay, so say you're like, okay, I'm insecure about this aspect of myself, I'm going to fix it. And then people call that vain. It's like, it's actually way more vain if I fix what I'm insecure about and then I stop thinking about it.
Yeah, I agree.
As opposed to like you being insecure about something and like being obsessed with it and thinking about it all the time. That's way more vain. Like, okay, you know, I will share a personal example. After the twins, I got a tummy tuck. Partially because my abdominal muscles were just destroyed. I had a 14 centimeter diastasis. It was huge. They were both 7 pounds. They were in the 90th percentile the whole pregnancy. So they just bust me open. And so
literally,
it was crazy. Yeah. I went to the doctor and they're like, well, you could do a lot of physical therapy, which I had always done physical therapy after pregnancies. Or you can just get a tummy tuck. And I was like, screw this. I'm getting a tummy tuck. And it was so great because it was like, it just fixed the problem. And now I like, don't think about it. I can work out. I have better pelvic floor strength.
And you're not complaining about like, oh, the baby weight, oh, my stomach. You're not, it isn't a constant preoccupation.
It doesn't, I never think about it.
Right. And I mean, with a tummy tuck, your abdominal muscles are literally sewed back together.
Yeah.
I mean, structurally for the core, that could be a health issue.
Yeah. It really is actually like amazing how much stronger I am. Like I can run faster and further. And, but there was definitely this feeling of like, oh, Catholic women don't get plastic surgery. And this is just vanity. But I was like, no, I felt so much more vain when I was like continually insecure about it than I do just like having it be fixed. I would say the same thing about like weight loss. Like if you're really insecure about your weight, lose weight, fix the problem rather than constantly like talking about it and thinking about it and worrying about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Weight loss definitely came to mind for me. People who are complaining constantly or maybe spending a ton of money on feeding the complaining. Like, oh, I joined this new diet or this new group, and it just gives you like more and more social circles to complain about a problem you're not willing to fix.
Yeah.
That gives me the ick, like, you know. But I think too, on the other hand, seeing a woman who is beautiful and calling her vain because she is beautiful is not okay. Just because a woman takes good care of herself or
even she knows she's beautiful.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that she's vain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She might just have a realistic grasp on where she stands in the world. You know who I think is an example of this? for my weekly celebrity example.
Yes.
Sydney Sweeney.
Oh gosh, I don't know who that is.
You don't? Okay.
I'm so sorry.
No, she's okay. Did you see the like viral American Eagle jeans? The like I've got good genes, or Sydney Sweeney's got good genes?
Nope.
Where are you in the world? Okay, so there's this really famous, very, very beautiful supermodel, and she did this ad where she's like, obviously it's very sexual. She's in jeans, and the tagline was Sydney Sweeney's got great genes. And it's like a play on words because obviously she has good genetics and she's like wearing good jeans.
So she's a supermodel. Okay, objectively.
Yeah, she's also an actress. Like she's in Euphoria, which is a revolting show that nobody should watch. I have not watched it. I've only read about it. It's revolting. But she like just completely unashamedly is like, she's very attractive and she's not embarrassed by it. And she's definitely cashing in on it. Like she did another ad where she was like in the bath. And then they sold her bath water into like soap. Yeah, like, and people bought it. And I'm like, this is insane. But she's probably making a ton of money. And she's just like, yep, you know what? I'm attractive. Like, and it's kind of refreshing because I feel like there's this like weird cultural push to like, if you're super beautiful, like, don't admit it. Don't talk about it.
Hide it.
Like, let's all pretend you're not as beautiful as you are. And she's just like loud and proud, like, nope, I'm super hot and everyone knows it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen, years ago, like 20 years ago, there was kind of this trend in, at least where I was in Catholic culture, to like not wear makeup and not dye your hair and wear kind of like Little House on the Prairie clothing because like simplicity was holy. Mm-hmm. But it was like super depressing.
And guess what? It's like really hard. They're like, hey, try really hard not to be too attractive, but also get married when you're 18. You're like, I'm sorry, men only like attractive women. So that's not going to pan out well. Like,
yeah, and that's always been the case, okay? Ever since the Greek gods, all throughout the Bible. Yeah, it's good to be beautiful.
God made women to be beautiful and men to be attracted to their beauty. But there is a real problem with the online world because I think people aren't interacting in person anymore as much. And so this like flirtation, this obsession with beauty is like totally only like physical on a screen. Like you see someone's social media before you interact with them.
Yeah. So it's like, well, what would I rate them?
Yeah.
How attractive
we were talking about this. I have never heard of rating people. I think this is insane.
I've never heard of Sydney Sweeney, but rating people is a thing, okay?
I believe it. I believe you. It sounds like a horrible thing that happened.
So maybe this was like more in college, but it's like, oh, there's like cute boy across the room. What would you rate him? Or what would he rate me? What do we rate each other? Like there was a lot of rating. And it's mostly physical, but I think one's attractiveness there's so much more wrapped up in that besides just how good they might look. Because a very attractive person can be ugly if they're, have a horrible personality or they're mean or something.
You can have like intense sexual chemistry with a person who objectively is not that attractive.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so it's really important. Like, before you think about whether or not you're like interested in being with someone, it's really important to spend time with them. Because you could also then be with someone who's really hot and you're like, ugh, this person is boring.
Yeah.
I think that happens a lot, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. Like people can grow or shrink in one's esteem based on their personality. And looks anyway, they'll fade. People get gray hair. See? Oh, my gray hair over time.
It's not necessarily fundamentally unattractive, though.
I feel like men get away with it a lot more than women do.
That's true.
Yeah, but
we've all seen George Clooney. Hubba.
Yeah.
He only gets more attractive with age. What is the deal with George Clooney?
I feel like that's kind of men in general. Men just look better and better. And
it's kind of true.
With us, we're like, oh no, more cream. How do I get my wrinkles to go away? Yeah. But just beauty in general, like the basics. I think there can also be this weird pride of like, well, I don't need to try to be beautiful. Like I am who I am and that's good enough.
False. Not good enough. Hi, Zelda. Speaking of pure beauty. Zelda's our most beautiful cat.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, this is another problem I have with like intense, like very, very conservative Christian culture. Is it's this feeling of I don't want to be worldly.
Worldly, yeah.
So therefore, I'm just going to like not try at all. And then I'm going to be offended when, like, you know, it's like, I don't know, my husband, like, let me think of how to say this. I think often women who are very insecure use this as like a way to hide their insecurity. They're like, oh, I just don't care. I'm just not worldly. I'm not interested in those things. But really, they're like deeply insecure.
Okay.
Which I don't think is healthy for a marriage or a relationship.
Right. Because if you're deeply insecure, wouldn't you do something about it? Like, wouldn't you maybe try?
I think you can feel really stifled. Like, I think a lot of women feel like, well, men just want to be with a 20-year-old. And so if I'm just older and I've had a bunch of kids and I don't look the way I used to look, I'm just going to give up. And that's not true. Like, men, for all their like shallowness and they're attractive to women, they're shallow enough that like you can be attracted to anyone. Like, if they married you, they were already attracted to you. Like, it's okay if you're like a little bit heavier or whatever. Like I remember this realization dawned on me. It was like one of my pregnancies. I don't remember, but I was like really pregnant and I put on like, I don't know, I put effort in. We were going somewhere. I like put on makeup and got dressed and everything. And Andy was like super into it and like very excited. And I was like, how are you still sexually attracted to me? I'm like 38 weeks pregnant. So like in my head, I'm like, I am not attractive. Like this, well, I mean, it's impossible. Huge, you know, you're just huge. You're like, I'm a whale. And then I realized his standards are actually like not that difficult to meet. You know,
I don't like pregnant women always say, oh, I'm huge. I look huge. But when I see a pregnant woman, I'm like, you're beautiful so and you have a bump. Like, that's not ugly.
I know. I say that too. And when I look back at pictures of myself, I'm like, oh, actually, with the twins, I actually do. I'm just like, oh, wow, that's alarming.
I mean, twins is a different story.
But yeah, it's a weird, I mean, it's in your head because you just feel so uncomfortable. You feel like really uncomfortable in your body. It's just very uncomfortable. And so you feel like I'm just massive and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But yeah, truly, when I see other pregnant women, you look great.
Yeah. And I think, like, you know, it's true that men aren't just like completely superficial and only drawn to beauty. Like, men definitely appreciate personality and intellect and
yeah, they're not
talent
animals.
And weirdness.
They're human.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert: men are human. Learned it here first.
Yeah, but I mean, even like, okay, so if you're like, I'm feeling kind of frumpy lately, you know, maybe I have had kids, maybe I am kind of in a rut, like, you don't have to go out and spend a ton of money to like work on being beautiful. I mean, it could just start with like feeling clean, like fresh and clean, wearing clothing that actually fits you.
Yeah.
So maybe clothing's like really stretched out, or you've washed it 500 times and it's like just kind of a gray beige. You know, like going and getting just even a few articles of clothing, even if they're from Goodwill, that just like fit you and you feel good.
Yeah. I think that if you feel like that's where you feel like you want to give up. If you're like, oh, there's no point putting any effort in because I'm not going to get to what I want to be. That's the wrong way of thinking. A little bit of effort can go a long way. Like, put on a little makeup, get showered, do your hair, find clothes that whatever your weight is and you're unhappy with where your weight is, that's fine. Probably nobody else notices nearly as much as you do, you know?
Yeah. Or having a signature scent. Like, what is
scent
that?
Is a very big deal.
Yeah.
In like sexuality.
Yeah. Actually, someone gifted me at my bachelorette party a little bottle of perfume. And I was like, you know what? I'm only going to bring this perfume on my honeymoon. Honeymoon was 2 weeks long. Thank you, God.
Because it was long or short?
Because it was long. It was great.
That's really, the way you said it, I'm like...
No, like, I'm so glad that we had the ability to have a longer honeymoon. But yeah, so sometimes, like, on occasion, I'll wear that perfume and I'm like right back in Greece.
Oh, that's
I'm back
cool.
in Italy. Like, it so reminds me of that time and everything that we did there, everything we saw, the birth of Venus. Yeah, so a scent
it's really
could
strong.
be...
I feel like every spouse, like, I always pick out Andy's scents and he always picks out mine because it's like a very intense, like...
That's a great idea.
Scent, like the 5 senses. I think it's a really strong one as far as arousal and memory. And isn't it the strongest with memory?
Yeah.
Actually, yes, because I remember once walking past somebody who was wearing the same clothes my ex-boyfriend wore, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Brought me right back in the worst way.
Exactly. Okay, so let's talk about flirting. And,
Yes.
because flirting is a complicated issue. I remember, like, in high school, I had religious sisters as home ec teachers. So they were like, if you're around boys, don't speak unless spoken to. Like,
what?
Like, very anti.
Are you a child?
Like, they were, in high school, we weren't allowed to date until after high school.
Ever? In the
school I went to, yeah.
Oh.
You had to.
Nobody dated in high school?
There were, like, very few and far between, but I was just like, oh, okay. Like,
wow.
So, yeah.
Crazy.
Could you speak to flirting?
Yeah, I led a class on flirting in high school, so
Stop, you did not.
Yeah, I did. It was at lunch. It was like we had a table. Girls brought notebooks. They took notes. I was very good at it.
You're such an Athena. I swear. You organized
organized
the
a flirting
topic.
class. Well, it frustrates me because I have a belief that almost any woman can get almost any man if she can flirt well.
Tell us more.
So, like, so much of attraction is about confidence and like trying. Like, you put in, we're assuming that everyone's putting in the basic efforts. Everyone's like basically wearing nice clothes and doing their makeup and showering and like things like that. Then all you have to do if you're interested in a man or men, I'm not going to speak to men flirting. I'm going to speak to women flirting because I'm not as confident about how a man should flirt. If you're interested in a man, you figure out what he's into. You act very, very interested in that. You look him in the eye a lot. Make eye contact.
Eye contact. That's a good one.
Huge. And then,
so a nonverbal. We got to work the nonverbals.
Yes, always, obviously. So you make him feel interesting. You make him feel better at something than you. Like, stroke his ego. Which, I'm sure he is. Like, you don't even have to fake it.
We want to be authentic, right? Like, we don't want to think about, well, where can I stroke the ego? But, like, really, if he is good at something or you think it's cool, like, lean into that.
Yeah,
right?
Obviously, if you're attracted to this person, you're flirting with them, you look up to them, you respect some level of them. But you can also just, like, find a thing they're really interested in and, like, build it up a little bit. Like,
okay.
And then you use physical touch in some way. It takes very little physical touch.
Okay, so I've heard of this and I've read about it because I'm a nerd, but, like, touch his arm.
Yes.
And I'm just like, that's so awkward or so obvious.
And not if your eyes are locked in and you're making that eye contact and you're telling him that, oh, wow, that's so interesting that you, like, read that book. Tell me more. And then you, like, just touch a little, like, arm, leg is a little aggressive. I don't know if you want to go for a leg, but, whatever. You do something. You bump into him, like, bingo.
Oops.
Fireworks. It works every time.
Okay, eye contact and a light touch. Also good conversation.
And stand closer to him. Like, people are typically more attracted to the person that they just, like, see the most. That they're just, like, literally face to face with more.
Proximity is a real thing.
It's a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, and have confidence. Total confidence. Even if you don't feel confident, fake it. Fake the confidence.
Okay, for the introverted women out there, how does one fake confidence?
How do you fake confidence if you're introverted? Well, you don't have to be, like, super talkative to come off as confident. You just have to be willing to talk to them. Like, if you never talk to a guy, you're not gonna land that guy. It's not gonna happen because, again, like, gotta be close to him.
Yeah,
he has to notice you. You have to make him notice you.
That's hard. Yeah, especially if you're, like, a wallflower.
Yeah, you can be a wallflower to everyone else, but if you want a guy to notice you, can't be a wallflower to him. Find a way to do something, like, funny or create an inside joke or pretend you're interested, whatever he's interested in. Fake it. Lie. Don't lie. Well, you can lie. Actually, I did lie. So I remember my first date with my husband. He has the music on in his car was, like, screamo heavy metal, which he still listens to. And
you were like, this is great.
I did. I was like, this is cool. I like it. I can totally get into this. And it's like, awesome. And, like, date number 3, I was like, I'm sorry. I hate this music. Please turn it off. And he's like, you told me you liked it. And I was like, I lied. I was trying to
Oh
impress you.
my gosh. Oh
And
my
he took it well.
gosh.
But, he still likes the music, and I will still participate. Like, we've gone to concerts with it together and stuff. But yeah, I just straight up was like, I realized I really liked him. I think in my head on the first date, I was like, it's a date, whatever. Like, I'll just do the thing. And then I realized, shoot, I really like this guy. I cannot pretend for the rest of my life that I enjoy this music. It's never going to work.
Okay, so how I got my husband. On our first date, the first night we met, I ordered a Dunkel beer. And he was like, that's cool. She actually likes good beer.
Which brewery is this?
We were at a conference. I was working at a conference.
Dunkel type. I think Dunkel is like, isn't there Casey Brew Company that
they make a Dunkel? Yeah,
Dunkel? It's like the red
like a
bottle.
darker, right?
Yeah.
It's a darker beer. And he was like, she actually appreciates a good beer. And then like I quoted Nietzsche at some point. I'm not a nihilist, but like I was really into a lot of Jordan Peterson back in the day. I mean, don't agree with everything Nietzsche's ever said, but he like had some interesting points and it fit into the conversation. He was like, ooh, she quoted Nietzsche.
There you go.
And then I remember I was kind of peacocking a little and I dropped that I'm like trilingual, like lived in Europe. So he got my number and we went to dinner a couple.
There you go.
Yeah.
But see, it sounds like he was the one interested in you. You were not chasing him. We're talking to girls who got to chase. Not all of us are trilingual. Some of us have to put in the legwork.
Well, we got set up by my old boss. Again, thank you, God. He was just asked me, hey, are you open to meeting someone? I was like, yeah. And then Connor came to the hotel and we were in the lounge with, a bunch of people, got a drink, had a conversation, and the rest is history.
So what do you feel like Connor did to flirt with you that worked?
Oh, he was dressed really well.
Oh, okay.
He was wearing a sport coat and a t-shirt because he was kind of like a hipster guy. And I was like, oh, he's got some style. And then the next time I saw him, he was wearing this like mustard yellow cashmere sweater. And I was like, he likes color. That's really cool. And also he had a lot of joy. He was like smiling a lot and friendly with everybody. He didn't seem like needy or like, you're the only reason I'm here, Jane. He knew a lot of other people and was like greeting them. And I just noticed he wasn't afraid to like smile and have fun.
That's
Whereas
good.
I think some guys are just like, oh, I have to be cool. I have to be bad, and like stoic.
Yeah, it'd be too moody.
Yeah.
Moody is not actually that good of a look on anyone.
Yeah, but he was friendly. And then when we started getting into conversations about like music and food and that kind of thing, he just totally was his own person. He was not like normcore. He just liked music I had never heard of, and he was really confident about it. And we talked about his travels and his studies and his interests. They were just so different from mine. It was a whole different world, a whole new world. and I just was like, you're the coolest person I've ever met.
So he had a wide variety of interests. He was confident in his interests.
He was
and he
well-dressed.
just genuinely enjoyed. I think that's a really important thing in attracting a person is like having things you like and being into them and like being a person who's just like an interesting human being. Yeah,
he wasn't just waiting around for a wife, so to speak.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
Yeah,
what is this weird? I saw a quote on like Substack this week of like very trad men who are just like, it is time for me to find a wife.
I saw that too.
And you're like, what?
Yeah, like I am here. I have arrived.
I have now decided I shall get married.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I'm ready. Yeah. And it's like, okay, now there's the lineup of the girls, the church girls. Mm-hmm. Okay, who's beautiful, and then a ton of angst about like actually going up and talking to them.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, I mean, I don't see this problem a lot with like older men. I mean, we got married past 30, but like with younger men trying to hang out versus actually like trying to date.
Oh yeah, that is, cut that crap out. Like just
that's
date.
Crap. That's
Be
crap.
Straightforward. I want to take you on a date. Or at least make it like a clear, you don't have to use the word date, but make it a clear enough like we are going out one-on-one because I'm interested in you.
Yeah, I'm interested in you. Right. Girls, if he's just playing, if he's like, let's hang out and watch shows at my house and I might make a frozen pizza, like no.
Well, I mean, if you really like him, just cut the crap. Just make him say it. I did this also.
Eventually, but a man should treat a woman, like have the decency to take a woman out and pay for the coffee or the dinner.
But I don't think men know this. Like, I think, I'm a strong
Really?
believer that you teach people how to treat you. So if you really like a guy and he
Oh.
seems kind of interested in you, but he's not doing the right things, just make your expectations clear. Be like, hey, when are you going to take me out to dinner?
Speaking of expectations, I think for married people too, it's still important to flirt with your spouse.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, or if you're like, things are just kind of, business-like, you can communicate to your spouse like, hey, I need you to kiss me, not just a peck, but I need a real kiss.
Yeah, like what is the Brett the line from Gone with the Wind where he's like, you deserve to be kissed and kissed by somebody who knows how. Rhett Butler.
Yeah, so he swoops Scarlett into his arms, who's an Aphrodite type.
Yes, Scarlett's on our list
Totally.
of Aphrodites.
And she had histrionic personality disorder. She needed treatment. Anyway, he swoops her into his arms and she has her eyes closed because she thinks he's going to kiss her. And he touches her chin, kind of pokes
you know
her
the
chin.
scene so well.
He says, open your eyes and look at me. No, I don't think I will kiss you, although you need kissing badly and by someone who knows how. Scene.
Exactly. That's exactly the scene. I love how well you know the scene. Brett Butler has got to be one of the hottest men in any movie ever. And Scarlett O'Hara, I love her. She is the classic, you hate her and you love her and you want her to win, even though you know she's a terrible person.
She's got a huge personality, but she lies all the time and manipulates everybody. And she's really a gold digger. And
well, she wants security.
She does, which is not a bad thing, but the way she goes about it.
Oh yeah, she's vicious.
And she's never satisfied, right? She always wants Ashley Wilkes, who's
the one man she can't have.
The one man she can't have. Rhett is so far his superior, but she wants this wilty Ashley Wilkes, who's
only
married
because,
to his cousin. What a loser.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was normal. But she only wants him because she can't have him. She always wants to prove. But that's the Aphrodite in her is she wants to prove that she can have everything and she can take whatever she wants because she's the most beautiful and the most attractive. Mm-hmm. And it brings her down that she can't. Well, what's so interesting is Rhett even knows this about her. Andy knows she's in love with Ashley, and
he just loves her fiery spirit, and she is so interesting.
She's amazing.
She's very Athena. Especially with her second husband, I'm going to run this business, this lumber business, and get Tara fixed up, make everything right after post-war. Yeah, she is amazing, but she didn't really grow up. Now there is a sequel to Gone with the Wind called Scarlet. It's a very thick, long book, and I've read
thicker and longer than Gone with the Wind.
I didn't read Gone with the Wind. The book Scarlet, it's over 1,000 pages. It's very long. But over the course of the book, she starts to grow up finally and be like, what was I thinking with Ashley? Been through a lot, and actually now I want Rhett. But he's just done with her. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. He's done.
Actually, the only moment in those that I really hate Scarlett is when she has her first baby and her waist is no longer 18 inches. And so she's like, I'll never have sex with you again because I can never have another child. They just don't sleep together. That's the only solution. And I'm like, oh, you're such an idiot. That is where vanity is bringing you down.
Oh, man. Yeah. And then obviously Rhett was really frustrated.
Naturally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, Scarlett.
Miss Scarlett. Anna Karenina is another Aphrodite type.
Yeah.
She had this magnetic, crazy chemistry with the Count. I forget his name. Romsky?
I don't know. All the names are the same. He probably has 5 different names and they sound exactly like every other name.
Gronsky? Oh, gosh. I don't know. Anyway, Anna Karenina, Russian troubles. She's beautiful and he has this very attractive chemistry, but she's married. They end up having an affair. I think she gets pregnant. But no matter what, if you are an Aphrodite woman, if this archetype really speaks to you and you're like, I'm a flirt, I love to flirt, and you like have these temptations to like flirt with others, like gosh, like lean into flirting in your marriage, lean into those strengths, but like turn it up where it's good, because acting outside of that, it brings disaster. Spoiler alert, if you haven't read Anna Karenina, just fast forward, but spoiler alert, she kills herself in the end. She gets like addicted to opiates and kills herself.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of like lust, if there's, you know, lust in literature, it ends in death. I just watched Nosferatu, and that's all about lust, but it just ends in death and unfulfillment because it's insatiable.
Yeah, that is the problem. I mean, that's what we see in Aphrodite, which we should wrap up our Aphrodite episode. But her, like we said at the very beginning, even though she was the most beautiful, she's the goddess of beauty, she still wasn't satisfied. She still started a war over it. So I think the takeaway of this is look to scripture where we see beauty as something that can be glorifying to God. We've talked a lot about flirting. That can be something wonderful. That's like a very much a human dynamic that is good and is right. But if you are consumed by these things, they'll destroy you. Absolutely.
And the ultimate Catholic corrective for Aphrodite is the Blessed Mother. She has her Magnificat. She's called Tota Pulchra es Maria. You are all beautiful, Mary. She's full of grace. She has her fiat, and there's no rivalry in her. There's no restlessness. I think Aphrodite is constantly restless.
Yeah.
Whereas Mary is just a vessel of the love of God. And so there's stability there.
Yeah. You have to settle into yourself and not make everything a competition, not make everything like something you're trying to conquer or overcome. Be content.
Yeah, absolutely.
And because especially with beauty, you're going to get old. Your beauty's going to fade. So
yeah. I mean, some beauty will, but no matter what, no matter who you are, there is something fundamentally beautiful about you. And it's possible to bring that out and to celebrate it in a good way.
Well, this has been such a fun series. We're done. This is the last of our Greek goddess series.
Yeah, we are. Oh my gosh. This has been great. That's been so cool.
So we'd love to hear your thoughts. Which goddess was your favorite? Tell us online.
All right. St. Carlo Acutis.
Pray for us.